Welcome back inside Arizona Daily Mix. Our Tuesday's off to a great start. We're going to be talking with some very wonderful individuals here in our community that help, brighten our day a little bit, even though there's some bad stuff that goes on. We're talking about 29 new initiatives for 2018 with the Scottsdale Bridge Forum. And we have got Alan A.P. Powell here, who is the founder of the Checkered Flag Run Foundation and the Bridge Forum. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we're going to toot your horn, even though you don't want us to. This is Chief Alan Rodbell. He is the Scottsdale Chief of Police, and last year you were the Chief of the Year. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have you two on the show because we're going to talk about the different things that are going on for 2018 because there's a lot on your plate right now, but we want to make sure that the community is in the know. So I'm going to start with you first and foremost, Chief. What are we doing for 2018 to be a little bit different?
Well, we've been doing strategic planning in the organization for the last 15 years.
Okay.
So it's really nothing new in terms of process. What's new for us this year is we've gotten some additional new inputs into our planning process that has been incredibly worthwhile and given us some great new visions into what the community demands and expects of law enforcement and certainly their community police department. And so that's sort of like ongoing process. And last year, as a result of some new inputs into our thinking process, such as the report on Ferguson, the President's Commission on Law Enforcement for 21st Century Policing, and the Bridges Forum, which AP has been gracious enough to bring to the city of Scottsdale, as he has done in other places. Being able to reach out to 200 and 250 plus community members, getting their input into where we need to go as an organization to be the best police department in the country and provide great quality service for all of our visitors as well as our residents has just been amazing. So what's new is we looked at the inputs from all those various areas as well as planning that's taking place in our city, roads, construction, new buildings, new businesses, new residents. We've taken all that together and said, okay, how do we prepare for our future? And we've come up with 29 points that oftentimes are not brand new. We've been working on them, but it's sort of almost a reaffirmation of the direction of travel we're going in and some new ideas.
Nice. It's always nice to get positive input so you can know what direction to go into. So Alan, tell us about the Bridge Forum. What does it do and how does it come together with the Scottsdale Police Department?
Well, we believe that the police need the community and the community needs the police.
Right.
So initially when I reached out to Mary Lane and Chief Rodbell, we wanted to figure out how we could bring our stakeholders, community stakeholders together to have a conversation on moving the needle to bridge that gap. And we just, we actually believe, like, especially in today's climate, so many people feel like that they blame a lot on the police or they blame a lot on the community. But actually, if you sit down and have a conversation, you can rectify a lot of the stuff that people think's a problem. It's really not a problem. So we actually had the Bridge Forum, where we actually sat down and had breakout sessions. Where we actually had the chiefs, and Chief had his command staff sitting in, and we brought some of our politicians. We had 6 mayors, and we had 6 mayors and 6 police chiefs attend the Bridge Forum. So they all sat in the room with community stakeholders and sat down and figured out what we could do from a best practices standpoint to bridge the gap.
So in order to bridge that gap, we want the police to work in harmony with the community work in harmony with the police. So these 29 initiatives, what is the one that we can see right now that really gets involved with the community so the community can say, yeah, the police are doing their job?
Well, there's so many. I'll give you a couple examples.
Okay.
One is we have 4 district stations in Scottsdale, and I had each district commander create their own community network.
All right.
And so looking at their businesses, their religious institutions, their neighborhoods, their special interest groups that are housed in their community or have impact in their community, bringing them into the building and having a discussion about the issues they're facing their individual communities. I, in turn, have taken representation from all 4 of those district groups and then added into it people that are more valley-wide impact on our communities. So people representing NAACP, the 2 branches, the Urban League, Hispanic organizations, religious groups, business owners, event planners, and community members, and bringing them into the room and saying, here's what we're faced with, here's what we're doing, and finding out what other suggestions or needs they see their communities needing so we can address those.
So it's basically starting the conversation, keeping it going, and implementing all of these 29 wonderful initiatives. The 2 of you are fantastic. I had 2 Allens today. This has never happened before.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being on the show. If you want more information, we'll have a link on our website. It is AZTV.com. Work with our community, work with the police, and yeah, just make it a good all-around effort.